So I think what I was trying to get at is that we have a whole range of activists. I am in a marginal seat. I have volunteers who go out time and time again campaigning on behalf of the party. And I want them to do so with confidence that they are defending policies that are good for the country. And that, that's what I want now. I'm going to take time to see who's going to put their name forward to be leader. We will listen to what they have to say, what they want to offer the country, and then we will make that decision. And I think that is right for our members. I consulted with my own party locally, and they want a new leader, and we're going to have that now.
The problem that there is no clear new leader, and that's the problem the Conservative Party faces. We mentioned there Ben Wallace is currently ahead when it comes to Conservative Party members, Penny Mordaunt a close second, but we're not talking huge majorities here. We're not talking a clear person who could potentially win the next general election. That's the problem you face, isn't it?
Well, I actually think that once we get through the processes, as you've been saying earlier on, we will start off with a good number of candidates, I would imagine. They'll be whittled down to the final two. And it's at that moment, I think, that you will start to see who is the clear favourite amongst the party membership. And it will be up to those two candidates to prove that they have the vision and the agenda to inspire people to continue to support us at the ballot box. And it will be a test for them. And I look forward to seeing who those two people are.
Isn't that the giveaway? And I'm going to be quite brutal now, that not that long ago, a majority of you in the Conservative Parliamentary Party backed this man to remain as your leader and as Prime Minister. You forgave him all sorts of allegations about partying, about cakes, about all sorts of stuff. But now you, sitting in a marginal seat, have made the assessment that you might not win under him. You're changing horses. That's pretty cynical.
Well, actually, I've been wrestling with this for some time, actually, and I've been speaking to my association locally for some weeks. And I came to the conclusion that when colleagues were being sent out onto the airwaves with information that wasn't accurate, that enough was enough. Yes, and I put in my letter that, I feel that the traits that I have are ones of loyalty and trying to bring unity to the party, and perhaps I have wrestled with that for a bit too long. I will admit that.
Very honest and dignified of you, Stuart, if I may say so. Final point, and your colleague Robin Walker, and I'm old enough to remember his dad being sacked by Margaret Thatcher, but Robin resigned.
I'm not.
Resigned in his own right. Peter Walker was a giant of the city. Peter Walker, and he was one of the wets under Thatcher. Those were the big differences in those days. I want to take you back, though, to something that Robin said in his conversation with Tom a little earlier on. This really, to be a meaningful leadership contest, has got to be about that 2019 manifesto. The candidate who says, we will cut taxes, we will reduce public spending, we will shrink the state, is surely the man or woman that this party needs, and indeed this government needs right now.
I think that's a fair assessment, actually. My view is that, we have had an incredibly difficult time, unprecedented, with the pandemic and the huge strain that has put on the public purse. But as Conservatives, yes, we've got to get back to that agenda of cutting tax, and we've got to get back to the agenda of levelling up the whole country. That was something I was very proud to be doing within the department that I was in, and those sorts of agendas are going to be really important, particularly for places that have felt left behind or forgotten, where we're starting to see some real investment happening and hopefully changing the communities in which people live for the better. So continuing that agenda and sticking to core Conservative principles are what are going to be key to us winning the next election, and is key to whoever will be the new leader.